This is Arabella from Arabella's Heart for Book Art, and I'm here to show you how you can make my new printable. It's called the Pocket Folder Mini Journal, and I already I'm showing the cover that I want to use for this mini journal. If you hear a noise in the background, my washing machine is going, so if that will make too much noise, I will close my door. But well, for the inside cover I chose this one, and I also perhaps will use this one. I will have to see how this will work, because I only made a mock-up. So this will be my second one, and the mock-up was too small, so I used from the large pocket folder journal, I used the cover from the large one. So as you can see, is that I also elongated, because I wanted to have enough room. So actually this one I did a little bit more of eyeballing and checking, because this was my mock-up. So that's what you do when you try your own designs out, if they will work. So, but I want to make a similar thing, but then use less, because now I designed 5. I already changed this one. I won't be using this one. I will show you which one I will be using. So the cover, that will say cover 1, so that's really easy. And I will look it up if this, I'm not sure if this is in the, yeah, I will write it on the screen where this, I am a little bit confused if this is from the mini or from the large, but I will look it up and I will put it on the screen. This is from the large, so my coffee, but I don't know for sure if I'm going to use this. This is just if I need it. And I could also use the mini pocket cover 2 for the inside. So this one is a little bit larger, as you can see. So it could be that I will be using this and then cut a little bit off. So this will be just onto each other. The cardstock that I used is a 110 pound cardstock, white, but it is recycled cardstock. And I also used a little bit of those lines, and because this one is a little bit smaller, I will use the lines from the front, but I will show you. I don't want to confuse anybody. So these are the pockets that I'm going to use. They are called number 1, very simple, number 4, and number 5. Those are the ones that I will be using in this tutorial. So as you can see, also I have a new scoreboard from We Are Memory Keepers. I think you guys know it better than I do, but this is my first, so I'm really happy about this one, because I can score and I can cut at the same time. And I did watch a few reviews and saw that the previous one before this one, people weren't as happy about it, but this is the improved one with those slots that go like this. And also, yeah, I just needed one. I don't have a lot of room, even though I say I have a large desk, but I don't have a lot of room here, not yet anyway. So I will start by cutting out the cover and I'm a little bit nervous because I never did this on camera, but I did play a little bit. What I first I'm going to do is cut the edges out so I can line it up with the other cover. So this one is different because I can line up. I want to see if I'm in frame, if I'm pointing that out. Yeah, I'm in frame. Because I never put my scoreboard, of course, so I really have to, yeah. So I'm lining it up here and here at the edge of that green thing, and I am taking my time for this because I'm not used to it, to do that on camera. So first I will cut this, and if there is a better way, please do it, because I'm new to this and there are a lot of people who are so used to this, so they must laugh when they see me struggle. But well, yeah, this one is a little bit better on the edge, exactly on the edge. And now I'm going to, because this is a little bit bigger and I want to change that, so because I'm now working with it, I see that I will have to change some things. For instance, this other cover is a little bit bigger, and I want to see if perhaps this cover will fit a little bit better. Yeah, this one is also bigger, so it could be that I will change this and make this one bigger to fit. But for now I will make it with the measurements of the front cover, because I want to use that. And let me see, I can check it, I can always edit that out. Let me see, yeah, this is the good size, so that's what I watched out for. But I think I forgot to yeah, make them fit a little bit better. So what I will do is take the one that fits best in this how do you call that, in the horizontal. Yeah, this one fits better horizontal, so I think I'm going for the ledger one. So this is in my shop, in my Etsy shop, and I will get this cover. When you see this video, I will already have that done, so you won't have to worry about this part. I will make this fit onto that so that you, like I said, you don't have to worry about it. So now I will have to make it fit, but for you guys it will already fit. Let me see, now I'm making a mistake, of course, because oh, something's falling down. That's a bit creepy because I'm home alone. Something just fell down. So I will put a pencil mark onto where I will have to cut it to fit. And this, of course, is just the white edge. Then on the other side. So, like that. So I will cut this out, and I will try to make yeah, do as much as I can, of course, so that you can follow this and make it on your own. And also will give you measurements if you want to make this with your own stash. Of course, you don't have to buy my printables. That's just I just made it to make it easier, and I also love to make it, so it is a hobby going yeah, going AWOL. No, that's not the right word. It's a hobby that I am, yeah, I am really expanding. So perhaps it will be my job in the end, but for now we will call it a hobby. So I will every time get that out. So, and now I forgot my own rules. So what you have to do is first stick it down and then, but this is the same. Yeah, it's not really. So yeah, it is. Yeah, I can cut it out and then we'll do this first. One at a time. And then I can always adjust. So this is how I do it, because I also heard that when you keep it open to score, this knife is exposed. So I will leave it closed as much as possible, and that's how that's why I just push it under like this. So that's something I will have to get used to. So I learn myself to do that. Only when I take the paper out, if it's not going out, that's why when I lift it. That's only the only. And also the way you are cutting, butt it up against the bottom side or the upside. It depends which side you are cutting, where the knife is cutting from. So now I'm going from up to down, so now I'm butting it up against this so I can adjust it. And I'm trying to cut it on the edge. And also this one to the side. And I think I will keep this because that will make it a little bit more sturdy. I could always change that. So now what we are going to do is stick this onto this, and you don't have to worry about which way is what. Only I will make this to fit. Only here is a rose, so that's a little bit directional, if you know what I mean, of course. So here's the butterfly and here's the rose, and that I will get it to fit. And also what I'm going to do is ink this edge before I will stick anything down. And I'm using distress ink, and I'm using gathered twigs, and also this thingy I'm using. I'm always saying thingy if I don't know. This is a little bit greenish brown, and I love that color. That really fits with this design that I made. So I had no internet, so I can at least concentrate onto my tutorials, but my internet, we have yeah, how do you call that? It doesn't work. A malfunction. It just doesn't work. So I told myself, well, just concentrate onto the tutorials that you promised. And then I'm not sidetracked. Not distracted, that's the word. Sidetracked and distracted. I just made up a word, and this is not good. You see what I did? Do it on top. I will get this out of the way. Ooh, I'm so sorry about that. I just took you on a ride. I'll put this aside to just let me see if I'm still. Yeah, this is a little bit better. And close this up, and now what I do is put double-sided tape this aside. I just use this one, and it doesn't matter if there is a white edge, except that I forgot to almost forgot to ink the front cover, so let me do that. And I have a little bit of a white edge. That's because I first want to see if there is no overhang or something, so I might have to ink it again, but that's okay. I will do it 2 times then. But I saw that that it will, yeah, so that I give myself a little bit of room. That's really why I left a little bit of a white edge. So now turn it around and put, and that's a little bit hard to see white onto white, but don't pull this, because then your paper can buckle. So where's my, I don't know where my tie, oh, I have a little bit smaller scissors that I can use. Also I have this broad, and this one I did use for the large one, so, but not for the small one. I rather use this one. So, and don't, I just said don't pull, and I pulled, so you see it buckled. It also went a little bit crooked, so that's also the reason why. Just take your time to do this. See, I'm going a little bit crooked, but well, it doesn't have to be perfect, because if it has to be perfect, then you won't have a lot of fun. That's my rule, that I want to have fun making this, and not only in designing it, but also into making it, putting it together and show it to everybody what my idea is. And then, oh, that's not what you want. So you see all those bubbles, and I'm a little bit too rough. Just take my time and take my own advice, like this. Always a good thing to take your own advice. And then I take my paper piercer, because I don't have any nails, to pull this backing off. So that is the next thing that I will do. Pull all the backing off. And then this side. I hope you can see it, because yesterday it was a little bit sunny, but then I got really busy with my daughter. She was not feeling so good. So okay, and now you can you can use white glue. I have Creation, it's called, and I also have this I'm trying out. It's really cheap stuff, so I won't be using it right now. I want to use this, so it dries clear and it doesn't really buckle. So in the middle and a little bit like this, and then you, I'm so sorry about that, you can take something else, but I just will use my finger for this. And I want a little bit more. You can take art glitter glue or something that you are used to, that you like, something you like. And the reason that I use the double-sided tape for the edges is that it's extra strong, and I don't want to use it for the whole cover, but you could do that. And then the cover will be, for instance, when you use a little bit less heavy cardstock or paper, then you could do it, and then it's more sturdy. That's what I did with my large one. So let me make sure my hands are dry. And then the rose is on this side. Let me pick the butterflies on that side. Yeah, it is a little bit directional, so I want to do it the right way. And then try to line it up as best that you can. Nobody's perfect, so like that. Let me see, yeah, it's a little bit buckling. So everything that's now an overhang, that's what I'm going to cut off. And that's okay. So first I used my hands. I did go a little bit crooked, but if you keep what's on the front, if you keep that and you cut everything off that's an overhang, looking from this, then it will be okay. And you're on the safe side, so to speak. So now I will use my scissors, because there is sticky tape and I don't want my new cutter to get sticky. So, but this is really easy to do. And that's also why I kept a little bit of the white edges onto it. So I'm doing the cover first, because when I will do the pages, this can dry, and then the buckling is a little bit less, then it will settle down. I'm sorry about the noise on the background. That's my washing machine. I tried to do my household duties also, not just play around with my new printables. I have a little bit, yeah, my eyes are not so good, so I'm right in front of it. So now I'm watching on this side. Yeah, I see a little bit of overhang, but you know what? Yeah, on this is a little bit too much. Let me see if I can cut that, because I don't want to ruin it. So I'm being really careful about this. Let me see if I can do it like this. So I hear it really well. I hope you don't hear it. So like this, and you will have to work the paper a little bit, so why not? It is really grungy, so if you make stains, that will be, yeah, you won't see that at all. So now I will ink the edges, and you can do it a little bit more over the edge, I mean. Also, what I can do for the raw edge, that's how you call that, when there's not a cover over it. So I often do this first, only for the edge, for that white inner edge, in between edge. And then I will do the edges, so a little bit more grunginess, why not? I love that, so that's why I designed it a little bit like this, of course. This is my taste. So, and I had a lot of good responses, also new people. I think I will take another sponge because this one's getting a little bit older, so yeah, I will leave it like this for now, and then try to do this also. Yeah, that's looking good. That's with the white glue. That's really, you can hear it sticking on the inside. And the folding we will do later. I want to let it dry even more, and now it's a little bit straight. So what we are going to do next, I'm sorry if I'm bumping into you, I'm just not, yeah, getting used to this scoreboard. Let me close up my adhesive, white glue. The next thing we are going to do is cut all the white edges away from the folder and the pockets. So I will start with number 1 also, and try to do a good job and stay straight. Wait a minute, let me try it. Yeah, this went well. Then the other side. First all the white edges. I'm explaining for the ones that never did it. And this one, I think I will only do the long edges, and I will cut the rest with my scissors, I think, because it's really close to each other, but well. Now I can't see it really well if I'm lining up, but as you can see I was. So now it's like this, and now you can cut apart the pocket and the folder, and this could be belly bands, washi tape, it could be whatever you want it to be. So, and also it could be tuck. I did that. I can show you what I made with the gray one, because I also made a gray pocket. So this I have to look really carefully, but it went well. So the next, see, I just put it under it, so that's really simple. And if there is, this is the folder, and this one, yeah, I could do it, why not? I don't have to show you, I think most of you know how to do this, but and better than me, because I'm a newbie at this, so but I did practice before I went and do this. Yeah, because I can't I don't do a really good job. I'm not doing a really good job with my scissors most of the time, so that's why I'm really happy with this thing, because yeah, this is something I could never do with my scissors. So, so now it's really more neat. This is really, perhaps I could practice a slither. And if you don't like it, you can fast forward for me. Or I will do that. Yeah, I have to push that under it, I think. Let me see. Oh, Yeah, that I will do that with my scissors. That's a little bit. So now I will get my scissors and we'll start cutting. So cut this one out, and this has an angle for the, and this one you could do this also with your cutting machine. Cut until here, but this is a small one, so I will show you that I can't cut straight. Well, it's not that bad. So now for the most fussy cutting part. This is what most people would think that it would be a little bit hard, but what you can do is turn your paper as you're cutting, and then go straight, and when you're at the corner, yeah, move your scissors and move your paper at the same time, and take your time, and that's it. It's really not that big of a deal. So, and this I want you to save. So this cut off from the pocket I want you to save. That we will be working with later on. So I will show you one, and the rest I will do off camera. So there is also a bone folder included, but I have a bone folder. So this one is really straightforward. You have here a line, in the middle you have a line. It's a little bit more light. I think that's the middle. I think I did it like that. And here you have a line. But what I did was drew a few lines. One of my subscribers told me to do that. That was really a nice tip. Sometimes you just have to listen to your subscribers. So over here, and then I will fold it like this and burnish like this. And then what you could also do is fold this and fold to the middle, but this is a little bit a small pocket, so I would recommend to do it like this 2 times, and now I fold it again and burnish it again, and then do the last one. You can turn the page so you don't have to work right up until the edge. And what I do is just line up this with this, and with my own line that I created, so that it's easier, and then fold it. This could be tuck spots like this. See? You could also adjust it, but what I'm going to do is we are going to decorate together the inside, and that will be so much fun to do that. I will show you an example in a minute. And now this one, this has really yeah, straightforward lines. So I first will do the straight lines up and down, I mean. And because you did already cut everything out, I'm not really in the right, because I already got that angle. I think I will leave that angle for the next one. See, I'm learning as I go. That's how you learn the best, just try it out. And then for the bottom one, you see, I don't have to put it all the way up there because I have a line now, but because of the light I'm not seeing it really well, but I try. And now we fold this then make sure that all the folds are done before we go any further. Like this. I always put this over this so that nothing will catch in it. Like that. If you put this under it, this could, if you put something in it, this could be in the way. So this always over this. So, and now I will ink everything. And also I'm going to cut this first. I will try to do this with my long scissors. And then you will see I can't cut really so well. But, well, I try. We do our best, right? Now I'm going to ink everything. And this we will also use for the folder to make it pretty. And I will show you a little something that you can do with it. You could use it as a belly band, or use it as a tuck, or use it as, yeah, in many different ways. Use it as a hinge, or, yeah, why not? Now all around this. This is a little, because there are two lines here. You can put your score mark directly in the middle. But because now I'm working with it, I can, no, I won't do that. I will just ink it. Now I can correct all those things, like what I saw with the cover. And that's the thing why I'm so happy that I am first working with it before yeah, now I can correct all my little things so that it will be easier for you to work with. So that's all what what my intentions are. So also on the outside, make it pretty, and I will show you a little bit what my idea is also. So this is ready for the next step, and I will put that aside. Wait a minute, I did forget to ink this, so let's do that first. And I won't be using, I will just use my ink pad right up until the pocket, except for this cut, because there is a curve and that's a little bit more difficult to reach. So like that. And then I did close it up. And then take your spongy thingy and then ink the inside like this. That's how I do it. You can do it a different way if you know a better way than I do. That's okay. I forgot to put something on it. So yeah, so everything is inked now, and I will put this aside, and I want to show you a little thing that I already prepared, because in the last video I promised you, because I thought about Happy Mail, and I said, well, you can put everything in a big envelope and then send it to someone as Happy Mail. And I thought about that, and I made a bigger envelope. It's not ready yet. This is a neutral one. That's how I call a little bit empty ones, neutral ones. But here is what we are going to do. this is what we also are going to do. So this is one of my big tags. I put that in, that fits. And this is also what you can do with this, these folders. So of course they are all different, and that's what I like about it. So this one will look really different also when you put this down, of course, and then you can put something under it, or leave it as a flap. So that's also a possibility. But this is what you can do with it. And then I have little envelopes, and then you can put also little tags in it. So I'm really expanding everything. And also this is just from a cutoff that I so that's a scrap, and this is another tag that I designed to fit in these TNs. That's an add-on. So yeah, so this one of my tabs, also an add-on, and I now made larger tabs. So that's on this side, the tab, and this is one of those cards. So this is what you can do. You can fill it up with all kinds of goodies. Also dress the inside up, then close up this, put a bow around it. I'm looking around me if I can find my bow. Or you can put, as I throw everything down, you can put baker's twine around it. That's also possible. Let me do that so you can have a better picture. Why not? So, and of course stick it down, but I won't do that. I didn't measure. So put a bow if you want to, or leave it like this. It's also really cute with the twine. Yeah, so this is my idea, that you can send a little happy mail. So you have a bundle. This is my third pocket, I think, the gray one. And I also have another one. So I have 5 pockets. This is number 5, this is number 4, this was number 1 that we just did, and this is number 3. So I already made an example for number 3, and I want to put this also in my shop, this envelope, and that will be called Happy Mail design. That's already in my head. So Happy Mail design, keep an eye out for the Happy Mail design. Perhaps it's called differently, but it will be called something with Happy Mail. So now I will cut everything out, and I will be right back.